Who assists? Just how have you settled back in after over a month off?
Yeah, always the first couple of games coming back, can be a little bit of rust wearing off. But I kind of got better over the trip, and especially in that last Nashville game. So just trying to build off that and get ready for this week. We got some good teams coming in here, so it'll be a good test.
And you're coming back when the team is on a roll, right? 6 straight wins with you and Carlson coming back over the last week or two. How have you seen this team starting to hit all cylinders?
Yeah, I think guys are really gelling. I think the team did a great job. Guys stepping up while we were gone, and to have us back and kind of jump right in and mesh well and keep the momentum going was big. And I think we're playing good.
Curious on an individual level and on a team level, what you want to get out of the last 9 of the regular season.
I mean, I think you always you want to get your game in order. I think you want to be going into playoffs, playing your best hockey. Obviously, it looks good where we are in the standings in terms of clinching a playoff spot. I don't know how close that is, but whether we clinch or not, the focus is getting our game together and making sure we're playing our best for whoever we play.
How close is it to where you want to be? Is there anything you're circling?
I mean, it feels pretty close. I mean, we're playing well. We played well, against a lot of really good teams. Especially many on the road was a good potential playoff matchup that I thought we played well. And obviously they're missing a couple of guys, which can be definitely a difference maker if playoffs come. But I think just get our game in order.
Looks like you guys still get up for the games against Edmonton.
Yeah, always. They're always a good team. They have a lot of high-end skill, and it seems like we've had a number of matchups over the years in the playoffs. So kind of just more about setting the tone and playing the right way for the style if we do meet.
You say setting a tone. Do you think about that when you face teams that you think you might face in the playoffs?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of always a thought. I think you want to play the right way, but send a message that you don't want to play us in the playoffs. That whether it's regular season or when the time matters, that we're on our game and we're heavy and hard to play against. So that's just kind of a message we're trying to send.
Well, in the time you were recovering from your injury, the team reacquired fellow original Misfit Riley Smith, and over that road trip, you got the chance to play with him again. What was that like?
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of one of those things where when you're with a guy for so long and, when he comes back in, it kind of seemed like he never left. So he's a great fit around here. It's awesome to have back, and, we're excited to kind of gear up for another playoff run.
Jack Eichel, he was the 3rd star of the week from the NHL. Obviously
should have been first.
Should have been first. What have you seen with his play lately? Because he's been on fire.
He's been unbelievable. I think it just shows how good he is, offensively, but defensively as well. He's been shutting down a lot of the top players, that we're playing against. But it seems like game after game, he's taking it to another level, and it's fun to watch.